mug. So we're gonna start the morning with something that I think is kind of funny. Cat fancy. My wife brought this home because she works in a vet clinic. What cracks me up about this is that, just like every good centerfold, it has a pull-out poster. Are you serious? Who's pulling this out and hanging it on the wall? Who? Cat Fancy subscribers. That's who. They can't get enough of their Cat Fancies. Look at that. Cat Fancy! Alright, so today I'm at home. I'm going to be cooking some white fish and I think maybe some lo mein. I don't know. Maybe rice. I don't know. Something with the white fish tonight for dinner. Been a rough morning. I won't go into it. Just, you know, how life's roller coaster takes you up and down. It'll be alright. You know, I got my coffee. I love my coffee. Love it. So I'll check in with you later this evening or probably this afternoon, whatever it may be. So remember, Cat Fancy. See you later. Hey everybody, welcome to What's Going On Today Cooking Edition. So today I'm gonna make lo mein from ramen noodles, and you're gonna go with me. So first, boiling my water for my lo mein, for my ramen noodles. Once that gets boiling, I'm gonna cut up my onion. So like I said, I'm going to be using ramen for my lo mein. My water's boiling, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to throw the ramen in. I'm not going to put the flavor packet in there. Now, this is the first time I've tried this recipe. I don't know how it's going to work out, but we're on an adventure. Now, I used a white onion because that's what I had in my fridge. You know, like I said, I'm just throwing this all together. See my diced onions right there? Beautiful. Now, I'm going to mince up a garlic clove. You got to dehusk your garlic clove because, you know, that stuff's bad. You don't want to eat that gross stuff. The other day, I made mashed potatoes and I roasted a couple garlic cloves before I pasted them and put them into my mashed potatoes. One of these days, maybe I'll show you how to paste a garlic clove. Unless you already know, then, you know, you're ahead of the game. Now, I want my ramen noodles to be cold, so I'm cooking them early before I even start anything. I don't really have to have the dinner done until about 6:45, close to 7. So we're doing everything a little early. That's the sound of me mincing garlic. I've had a couple of gnarly cuts cooking before, so I'm really cautious now. You know, yeah, I did go to cooking school, but man, I've had some pretty horrible cuts. And my knives are not dull. What's the point of having a dull knife? Really? So, in case you're wondering, I washed my hands before ahead of time, so don't worry about all that. Now, I don't have to finely mince my garlic because, you know, I'm actually just cooking it in for aromatics, kind of just like the onions. What I do have here, though, is a couple of mixed vegetables. I have some edamame, some carrot chunks, some peas, some green beans. That all came from a vegetable steamer mix. My eyes are burning from that onions and the garlic. So I already steamed those. I want those cool too. So it looks like my noodles are done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and transfer those over to the colander, and I'm going to let those cool. Now what you want is you want a hot pan, because what you're going to do is you're going to sear your vegetables. So what I'm going to do, I got the pan all nice and hot here. I'm going to put a little bit of sesame seed oil. And then we're going to scoop in our minced garlic. Now that's just for aromatics. And when it starts smelling real good, I'm going to get that roasted up. And since I told you before, I'm going to throw in my minced onions. Because you know what? I love caramelized onions. Ooh, that's smelling real good. Alright, so now that we got a nice color on our onions and our garlic right there, now we got a nice color, I'm going to throw in those veggies. And with that, I have a mixture of sesame seed oil, rice vinegar, and some soy sauce. I'm going to put that in there as well. We're going to get that all cooking up. Now when you put that in there, that rice vinegar is going to burn up quick. So you got to be careful because that stuff gets noxious. Add my vegetables, and I'm going to let those sear up. You want to sear them so that they don't leak all the water and moisture out. You want the pan so hot that it just locks all that moisture in those vegetables. Now, I made a lot of vegetables because, you know, I'm not putting any meats or anything like that. Because I'm cooking this as a side dish. I'm actually cooking whitefish with it. I think I'm just going to do like a lemon whitefish. Nothing fancy, just lemon. Maybe put some rosemary sprigs on there. So I just wanted to do this as a side dish. Alright, so now that we got that, we'll throw in the noodles. Now as I showed you earlier, I did the noodles earlier so that they would cool. Now a lot of time my cooking is literally experimental. And you like that, how vegetables come flying out? That's because I'm trying to separate these noodles so that I can get this all mixed in. Let's throw a little bit of soy sauce in there. Got some edamame in there, some carrots. You know, it's going to be good. For those of you that don't know what edamame is, those are actually soybeans. But you know what? We live in a modern day. Everybody eats sushi. Everybody has edamame. Okay, so what I also have here is I have a little bit of soy sauce mixed with sugar, and that's supposed to make the stickiness of lo mein. this looks delicious. And it's 6:22. I told you guys I don't have to have dinner ready until about 6:45. But I wanted to make this early enough so that I can mess it all up and then fix it. Oh, I don't know if you can see that, but look at how delicious that looks. Oh man alive, that's fantastic looking. Now, you always want to dredge your fish in a little bit of flour. Just get a nice light coating on there. So what I have is I have flour mixed with a little bit of rosemary. And I'm going to put a little bit of the sesame seed oil onto the pan. And I'm going to bake them. I want that coated on there so they don't stick. And just to let you know, I did wash my hands before I started all this. And I'm washing them again. So like I said, you always want to put a little bit of coating of flour on your fish. I got a couple rosemary sprigs I'm going to stick on top of there as well. And then I'm going to drizzle them in some lemon juice before I put them in the oven. And by coating them in the flour, it gives you a nice little golden brown on top. If you don't, it just, you know, it doesn't look as appealing and you're just like, okay, well, maybe they're not done. But that golden brown kind of gives you an idea they're done. Plus, if you ever learn to cook real good, you realize that color is flavor. Remember that. Color is flavor. Now look at that. Doesn't that look delicious? Alright, I'm going to drizzle a little bit of lemon juice on there and they're about ready to go in the oven. Now the lemon juice is for a little bit of aromatics. Alright, so now those are ready to go in the oven. Alright, I'll see you little fishes later. Done and ready to eat. Alright everybody, it's that time of night. If you like my videos, subscribe. I want to say thanks to my 3 subscribers I got out there. I'm on my way. Thanks for cooking with me, and I want you to have a good night. See ya tomorrow.